What if there was a country where snow-covered mountains rise above crystal-clear lakes, where waterfalls plunge from towering cliffs, where ancient forests hide glowing caves, and where landscapes look so unreal they have become the backdrop for some of the world's greatest films? Welcome to New Zealand. Today, New Zealand attracts millions of visitors every year, not because of giant cities or modern skylines, but because of something far more extraordinary: its untouched beauty. From dramatic fjords and active volcanoes, to hidden caves, alpine villages, and some of the clearest night skies on the planet. Join us as we explore one of the most beautiful countries ever created by nature. This is Classified Earth, a land like no other. Before exploring New Zealand's most famous destinations, it is important to understand what makes this country so unique. Located more than 2,000 kilometers southeast of Australia, New Zealand is one of the most geographically isolated nations on Earth. Its two main islands, the North Island and the South Island, were shaped over millions of years by powerful volcanic activity, glaciers, rivers, and the relentless forces of the Pacific Ocean. The result is a landscape unlike almost anywhere else on the planet. Although New Zealand covers a relatively small area, its geography changes dramatically. Travelers can journey from snow-covered mountains to golden beaches, pass through ancient rainforests, cross rolling farmland, and arrive at active geothermal valleys where steam rises from the earth. The North Island is known for its volcanoes, geothermal activity, lush forests, and vibrant cities, while the Southern Alps stretch across much of the island, creating towering peaks, massive glaciers, deep valleys, crystal-clear lakes, and some of the most spectacular fjords on Earth. New Zealand is also home to an extraordinary variety of ecosystems. Dense native forests shelter thousands of unique plant species, while rugged coastlines provide habitat for dolphins, whales, seals, penguins, and countless seabirds. Every mountain, every valley, every lake, and every coastline tells the story of a land shaped by time. The Southern Alps. Stretching for more than 500 kilometers across New Zealand's South Island, lies one of the most spectacular mountain ranges on Earth. This incredible range contains hundreds of peaks, thousands of glaciers, and landscapes that seem almost impossible to believe. Even today, the Southern Alps continue to rise, making them one of the youngest and most dynamic mountain ranges in the world. At the heart of this alpine wilderness stands the country's highest mountain, Hooker Valley. Below Mount Cook lies one of New Zealand's most famous hiking destinations. The trail winds through alpine meadows, across swinging suspension bridges, and alongside crystal-clear rivers fed by melting glaciers. With every step, the towering peaks grow larger until Mount Cook fills the entire horizon. Franz Josef Glacier. Unlike most glaciers around the world, Franz Josef Glacier descends from high alpine peaks into lush temperate rainforest. This extraordinary combination of ice and rainforest exists in only a handful of places on Earth. Towering cliffs of blue ice slowly carve their way through dense forests, creating one of New Zealand's most iconic natural wonders, Lake Tekapo. Among all of New Zealand's lakes, None is more recognizable than Lake Tekapo. Its breathtaking turquoise color is created by tiny particles of glacial rock carried into the lake by melting ice from the Southern Alps. As sunlight reflects through the water, the entire lake glows with an almost unreal shade of blue. During spring, vibrant fields of purple lupin flowers bloom along the shoreline, transforming the landscape into one of the country's most iconic scenes. Standing beside the famous Church of the Good Shepherd, surrounded by snow-covered mountains and crystal-clear water, it becomes easy to understand why millions of travelers dream of visiting this remarkable place. Lake Pukaki. Just south of Lake Tekapo lies another extraordinary natural wonder. Sharing the same brilliant glacial blue color, the lake stretches toward the towering peak of Aoraki, creating one of New Zealand's most famous panoramic views. The road running alongside Lake Pukaki has become one of the country's most scenic drives, offering breathtaking views at nearly every turn. Lake Wakatipu, surrounded by dramatic mountain ranges. Lake Wakatipu is New Zealand's longest lake. Its unique lightning bolt shape winds through the Southern Alps, creating spectacular scenery from every direction. Along its shoreline sits the vibrant town of Queenstown, known as the adventure capital of New Zealand. Whether viewed from mountain peaks, scenic cruises, or lakeside walking trails, Lake Wakatipu offers some of the country's most unforgettable landscapes. According to Maori legend, the lake's mysterious rise and fall in water level represents the heartbeat of a sleeping giant beneath the mountains. Lake Wanaka. Peaceful, quiet, and surrounded by alpine peaks, Lake Wanaka has become one of New Zealand's most beloved destinations. Its calm waters perfectly reflect the surrounding mountains during sunrise and sunset. Perhaps the lake's most famous attraction is a single willow tree growing directly from the water. It has become one of the world's most photographed trees, attracting photographers from across the globe throughout every season. Simple yet unforgettable, it perfectly captures New Zealand's peaceful, natural beauty. Lake Matheson. Not all reflections are created equal. Near the west coast lies Lake Matheson, often called the Mirror Lake. On calm mornings, its perfectly still surface reflects both Mount Cook and Mount Tasman with stunning precision. It is one of those rare places where the reflection can be just as breathtaking as the landscape itself. Milford Sound. Often described as the eighth wonder of the world, Milford Sound is New Zealand's most famous natural attraction. Towering cliffs rise more than 1,000 meters directly from the dark waters below, creating one of the most dramatic coastal landscapes anywhere on Earth. Heavy rainfall keeps the surrounding rainforest permanently green. One moment, sunlight illuminates the mountains. The next, thick clouds roll through the valley, covering the cliffs in mist and transforming the landscape into something almost mystical. Dolphins often swim beside the boats, while New Zealand fur seals rest peacefully on rocky outcrops nearby. If you're lucky, rare Fiordland-crested penguins may also make an appearance along the shoreline. Stirling Falls. One of Milford Sound's most famous waterfalls is Stirling Falls. Plunging more than 150 meters, From towering cliffs, the waterfall crashes directly into the fjord below. Cruise boats often approach close enough for visitors to feel the refreshing spray, creating one of the most memorable experiences in all of New Zealand. Doubtful Sound. 3 times longer and significantly larger than Milford Sound, it offers an even greater sense of isolation. Because there are no direct roads leading here, its untouched wilderness creates an atmosphere unlike almost anywhere else on Earth. Rotorua. Located on the North Island, Rotorua is one of the world's most active geothermal regions. Even today, steam rises from cracks in the ground, creating an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the country. Walking through Rotorua feels as though the earth itself is breathing. It is a place where nature constantly reminds visitors that powerful forces still exist beneath their feet. For centuries, the Maori people have lived alongside these geothermal wonders, using naturally heated water for cooking, bathing, and daily life. Why Ōtapu Thermal Wonderland? Just outside Rotorua lies one of New Zealand's most colourful natural attractions. The famous Champagne Pool glows with brilliant shades of orange and emerald green, surrounded by mineral deposits that resemble another planet. Nearby, bubbling mud pools constantly burst with thick grey volcanic clay. Every corner reveals a completely different colour palette, reminding visitors that nature can often rival even the greatest works of art. Tongariro. Its dramatic landscapes include lava fields, volcanic craters, alpine lakes, and active geothermal vents. The famous Tongariro Alpine Crossing has become one of the world's greatest one-day hikes, attracting adventurers from every continent. Along the trail, visitors encounter steaming vents. Dominating the landscape is one of New Zealand's most recognizable volcanoes. Cathedral Cove. Carved by the relentless power of the Pacific Ocean over thousands of years, this enormous natural rock arch connects 2 pristine white sand beaches. Towering limestone cliffs rise above brilliant turquoise water, while sea caves and hidden coves surround the coastline. Arriving by boat or hiking through coastal forests makes the destination feel even more rewarding. Waitomo Glowworm Caves. Inside these ancient limestone caverns, thousands of tiny glowworms illuminate the darkness with brilliant blue light. The cave ceiling appears almost identical to a clear night sky filled with countless stars. Visitors silently drift through underground rivers, while the glowing insects transform the caves into one of the world's most magical natural experiences. Abel Tasman National Park. At the northern tip of the South Island lies New Zealand's smallest national park, yet many consider it one of the country's most beautiful. Golden beaches stretch for kilometres beside crystal-clear turquoise water. Kayaking through quiet bays often reveals playful seals, dolphins and seabirds living in one of New Zealand's most peaceful environments. Unlike many rugged coastlines, Abel Tasman offers calm waters that seem almost tropical. Pancake rocks. Over millions of years, layers of limestone were compressed and sculpted by wind and ocean waves until they resembled enormous stacks of pancakes. During high tide, powerful waves rush through narrow sea caves before exploding high into the air through natural blowholes. The result is a spectacular display where the ocean itself appears to erupt from the rocks. Blue Springs. Hidden within the Waikato region flows one of the purest sources of fresh water on Earth. The water is so incredibly clear that visibility extends for remarkable distances beneath the surface. Surrounded by lush vegetation and wooden walking trails, the brilliant shades of blue and emerald create a peaceful landscape unlike almost anywhere else. Reflecting the country's extraordinary environmental quality. Hot water beach. Few beaches in the world offer an experience quite like this. At Hot Water Beach, naturally heated geothermal water rises beneath the sand. It is one of the rare places where geology and the ocean combine to create a completely unique natural attraction. Auckland. Built across more than 50 volcanic cones and surrounded by two magnificent harbours, Auckland is often called the City of Sails. Thousands of yachts fill its sparkling waterfront, while modern skyscrapers rise above the harbour skyline. It is this unique balance between nature and modern living that makes Auckland one of the world's most livable cities. Christchurch. Known as the Garden City, Christchurch is a symbol of resilience and renewal. After devastating earthquakes, the city transformed itself into a modern destination. Queenstown. Often called the adventure capital of the world, Queenstown sits beside the crystal-clear waters of Lake Wakatipu beneath the towering Southern Alps. The scenery is simply breathtaking. From bungee jumping and skydiving to peaceful lakeside walks, Queenstown perfectly combines excitement with extraordinary natural beauty. Wanaka. Just beyond Queenstown lies the peaceful alpine town of Wanaka. Surrounded by mountains and a stunning glacial lake, it has become one of New Zealand's most picturesque destinations. The famous Wanaka tree has become one of the country's most recognizable landmarks and a favorite among photographers from around the world. Nelson. Blessed with some of the highest sunshine hours in the country, Nelson is famous for its relaxed lifestyle and beautiful coastal scenery. It also serves as the gateway to Abel Tasman National Park, where golden beaches and turquoise waters create one of New Zealand's most spectacular coastlines. Taupo. Located beside New Zealand's largest lake, Taupo is surrounded by volcanic landscapes and geothermal activity. The nearby Huka Falls sends thousands of liters of brilliant blue water rushing through a narrow canyon every second. Adventure, nature, and volcanic scenery combine to make Taupo one of the country's most exciting destinations. Akaroa. Founded by French settlers in the 1840s, it is the only town in New Zealand with a strong French heritage. Something still reflected in its street names: architecture, cafes, and local culture. Surrounded by the calm waters of an ancient volcanic harbor and rolling green hills, Akaroa offers a peaceful atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the country. Hector's dolphin. Recognizable by its small size and distinctive rounded dorsal fin, it exists only in New Zealand's coastal waters. Akaroa Harbour is one of the best places on Earth to encounter these remarkable dolphins as they swim gracefully through the calm blue waters. Their playful behavior has made them one of the country's most beloved wildlife attractions. New Zealand fur seals. Along rocky coastlines throughout the country, New Zealand fur seals can often be seen resting peacefully in the sun. Visitors exploring places such as Kaikoura and Milford Sound frequently witness these remarkable marine mammals relaxing on coastal rocks or diving effortlessly into the sea. Whales of Kaikoura. Deep underwater canyons close to the shoreline attract giant sperm whales. Depending on the season, visitors may also encounter humpback whales. Watching one of these enormous animals rise gracefully from the ocean is an unforgettable experience. Little blue penguins. As evening approaches along parts of New Zealand's coastline, the world's smallest penguins begin returning home from the sea. Standing only around 30 centimeters tall, the little blue penguin may be small in size, but it has become one of the country's most fascinating wildlife species. The Southern Alps are also home to one of the world's most intelligent birds, the kea. Found nowhere else on Earth, this remarkable alpine parrot is famous for its curiosity and problem-solving abilities. Often seen investigating backpacks, vehicles, and hiking equipment, the kea has become an icon of New Zealand's mountain wilderness. Its playful behavior has fascinated scientists and travelers for decades. From towering mountains to crystal-clear lakes, from ancient glaciers and powerful waterfalls to glowing caves, untouched forests, and extraordinary wildlife, our journey across New Zealand has revealed a country unlike anywhere else on Earth, a place where nature still shapes the landscape, where every road leads to another breathtaking view, and where even the most unbelievable scenery is completely real. If you've enjoyed exploring this incredible country with us, don't forget to support the channel by leaving a like, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you never miss our next adventure, because our journey around the world's most extraordinary places is only just beginning, and we'll see you in the next documentary.